What's up YouTube? It's your boy Lowpes and welcome back to another video. My OGs know that intro and I had to throw it out here for you guys. We are still here working on the EK and we are going to do a lot of fun and productive stuff today. Today I'm going to mount the turbo manifold. Today we're going to mount the intake manifold. We're going to do some fuel lines. We're going to do a few different things in this video, hopefully. So let's get into it. I'm going to show you where we left off. This is where we left off. If you're wondering how this video's panned out, I split up the video into two different videos. The dizzy you'll probably see in the last video, but not this video, just how the timeline of today is kind of working. I am finishing the VTEC setup right now. This is the Speed Factory VTEC conversion kit. It's been tapped, the head's been plugged, and now I'm doing the oil sandwich plate down there, and I'm going to route this in a way that makes sense, which might be something along these lines. So we're gonna put the intake manifold on just to see how and what is the best way to route it. Ooh, it's looking so good. So all I'm doing right now pretty much is I want to see how I have to route this line. And it's pretty tight line, so I don't know if I should route over or under. Most likely I'm going to do under. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use some Teflon tape on the male side of here. We're going to put this guy on and use our Vibrant AN wrench. This is a lifesaver. If you use a normal style wrench on AN fittings, you are going to get your fittings all scratched up. And I don't like scratched up fittings because these are expensive. Why scratch them up, right? So let's do it properly. Let's put some Teflon tape. Let's use this wrench and you're gonna see. Here's a trick with the Teflon tape. You are not supposed to put it flat on the fitting. You're supposed to actually twist it like this. As you guys can see, nice and clean. I'm gonna trim the edges. If you guys need the Teflon tape, Vibrant does carry it also, and we can get it at Garage 16. I wish this line was a little longer that came with the kit. It's starting to kink a little bit as I get tighter, and I'm at the correct angle where it should be. I may try removing this and putting it above this line here, but if I put above this line here, it may get in the way of the manifold. Funny thing is, I'm actually looking at other kits online, and this loop looks a lot bigger with other people's kits. I feel like my line was made too short. The next thing I want to do now is start tackling the fuel system. I'm going to show you the OEM fuel filter and where these guys put it. It's pretty bad. The OEM fuel filter is sitting right over here when it's usually on the firewall around this area. We're going to be running an inline fuel filter with a fuel regulator off the rail, so we do not need that. Look at this janky fuel filter. Look at the bottom. It's all like bent and stuff. Seeing the fuel filter over here always bothered me. They mounted it to the frame rail here, and it was right beside the alternator, which is bad. Imagine this spark, that leaked. Fire! Not the good type either. What we're gonna end up doing is getting underneath the car and doing all the fuel lines. What I also wanna do too is all these lines too. So I wanna get new lines within the engine bay. I know I'm supposed to be doing the fuel system now, and I don't know why I have my hood on, but I'm going to wait till I get the Vibrant shears to cut the lines properly. So what I'm going to do right now is just use the compressor and clean up the motor a little bit because it is nasty. Look at this. God damn, that came right back at me. All right, I'm going to put you guys down. The block is looking better and better. I'm putting more and more work into it. We still have a little bit to do before I spray it. I may do the rookie move of just spraying it on here, maybe. Just like taping off the timing side and spraying the front for now. Possibly, don't quote me on that, maybe. Well, comment down below if you think it's a stupid idea, but like I just hate seeing the difference in the block like this. Like this one's old and nasty and top of the head is beautiful. I am slowly going at it with the wire wheel and cleaning products. I'll tackle it for a little bit, do something else, tackle it for a little bit, do something else, just because it's a pain in the ass to do in the car. I should have probably dropped the motor from the start, but this, if plans went accordingly, this car would have been boosted right now. The motor would have been out this year and we would have been doing everything, but life had a twist for me, but it's okay. We are getting it. What I want to do now is put the rad in, grab the rad hoses, and align everything to make sure we are good. I'm gonna run the Yanaka half rad for now. Eventually maybe a full rad if I can fit it, which I don't think, or a tuck rad eventually, but we'll run the Yanaka half rad for now. Alright, well, I didn't put this in like, well, this side I put in pretty well, but I didn't put these guys in perfectly just yet. I'm just making sure the alignment's pretty good of everything. I'll definitely have to rotate this a little bit because they are touching, and ideally I want a bit of a space between them. I think I'm gonna chill for now. We are waiting for a few things to come in. I need the shears from Vibrant so that I can do the fuel lines, and then we're going to do the fuel pump, and then after that we'll do the intake manifold, turbo manifold, and then we are getting close to finishing. Got to do the COP kit. We are like 60, I would say to 70% until this thing is almost up and running. There's a few things left to do. We need to do the race spec engine harness, charge harness. We need to relocate the battery, put the fenders back on, headlights back on, all that fun stuff. Fuel pump, fuel rail, injectors, ECU, and yeah, shifter linkage. But like to get it running, we are almost there. I will see you guys in the next clip, which is a different day for me, but the same video. So what we're doing now is I am trying to get the fuel filter out of the tank. I've taken off the return line and I'm trying to take off the feed line, but it's giving me some issues. So I've taken off the nuts that actually hold the filter and the mechanism in place over there. So what we're doing is I'm going to try lifting it and taking the feed line prong off. Let's see how it goes. All right, here is the pump. So the filter's disgusting. Well, it's funny, one of these plugs were actually loose, so the car was running a little off, and that could have been one of the issues. This plate here is absolutely disgusting, so what I'd like to do is I'm gonna try taking this all off, clean up this plate a little bit because that looks horrible. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use Vibrant lines, so we're gonna convert this to an AN, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do that afterwards. We'll be using a Vibrant fuel pump. It's a 355 and it's compatible with E85, so big things. This was picked up from Garage 16, so if you do want one, garage16.ca. So I'm gonna mess with this a little bit. I'm gonna take this pump apart, and then I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. All right, so check it out. Here is the hybrid pump. Comes with your filter, clamps, fittings, all the good stuff. You do not need this plug, but they provide it just in case you do. They provide you a bunch of new fittings here and some crimp fittings also. I am not going to mess with the wiring since it's already okay and it's been basically in fuel and the thing didn't catch fire, so let's not mess with something that's working good. So this is the old one, this is the new one. It's gonna be pretty simple. We're just gonna put this guy back in, we're gonna plug it in, and then we're gonna put the new sock or filter, whatever you want to call it, and pretty much that is good. I've been thinking about how I'm gonna clean this, and ultimately I don't think I can do really anything to it, because if I wire wheel it, this has been kind of, you know, this is fuel, fire, equals kaboom. So I'm gonna leave this for now. Eventually I will get probably one of those radium hangers that look really, really nice, but for now we're gonna put it in. Priorities are to get the car running, and this is what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do now is we need to retain this piece here. So you're gonna pry this up, and then you're gonna have basically the lock washer that locks that in place, and then kada boom, kada bing, kada bam. I hope I'm in frame. this retaining ring here took a little bit of finagling, but I got her in. Pretty much 2 flat heads, ideally smaller ones, and pressed down at the same time. Check it out, she's in. And we're almost good to go. One thing I'd probably recommend is using one of their newer clamps. When you use one of these guys, you don't have as much room on the side to get it up if you want to keep it equal to this guy. So what I did is I used their basically worm clamp style, and I just tightened it down there, and we should be good to go. Now this guy should ideally plug in. Focus, bud. Don't struggle. And there she goes. We are good to go. We're going to use the Street Legacy M6 nuts to basically fasten down the top of the pump there. Don't judge me, I know this looks disgusting, but the nuts look good. The gasket's flushed down. This is not tightened down just yet. What you're gonna do is, because this is a circular gasket, I'd definitely recommend doing a star pattern. So we'd probably go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And that should basically even down the gasket nicely and hold that down. After this, what we're going to do is we're going to take out the OEM brake lines across the bottom of the car, and then we're going to convert this to an AN line. We have the fuel pump in, we have the hardware fastening it down. It is nice, it is tight, it is good to go. We are going to convert the OEM lines to AN lines, but for me that's a different day. For you guys, it's the same video. I know that the timelines have been absolutely whack. It just, my time has been very limited these days, so I'm doing as much as I can to the car as quickly as I can in the little time frames that I have. So I'll see you guys in the next clip. I'll probably look a little different. Maybe my mustache will grow in a little thicker, probably not, but see ya. We are now here underneath the car, and we're trying to remove the fuel lines, which are right here. I've loosened it, some has drained. I've disconnected it from the hanger itself, and then we got to follow these lines all the way down there. If you guys are wondering, that was the patch made. I still have to pour 15 underneath. Haven't had a chance yet, but let's try getting these guys out, boys, and then we can start doing our AN lines from Vibrant and get to installing all the turbo stuff. I've loosened the 2 lines. That is the feed line, and then we have the return there, and they're pushing all the way back there. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to loosen these 2 bolts and drop the jack just a little bit, just so I can slide the lines up, because they're pretty tight in there. I've tried wiggling them and it has not come loose. So let's try that and see how it goes. I can't get my sausage fingers in there, so let's try Alexander's little fingers, in the worst case, my child's. Yeah, it's a tough one. I think I know how I have to do it. I got to do those ones first before I do all these guys, but I've committed, and if it drops, it's okay. I've dropped it like 13 times, so. Rock gang, rock gang. My wife. She did it. Very nice. So what I think you have to do is keep all these kind of loose so you have more space to work on these guys here. But I started from the bottom. Now we're here. But yeah, I'd probably recommend doing it in that way. But oh yeah, I gotta sell coils. Not a fan of the yellow. Might get billy caps. But and we're getting rid of this. This is temp. This is the wastegate that came with the kit. It's a tile wastegate. It's real. Oh, there's a spider. And there's nothing wrong with it, but the blue just does not go. So we're going to use this for now to get the car running and all that fun stuff. But then afterwards, we're going to change this either to black or silver, because the blue is not it for me. That's how it's looking right now. Not the greatest. I don't like the blue. I need to test the downpipe out. One thing I never confirmed with the fitment is the rad, if it was a tuck rad or not. So hopefully this will clear. This is on a bit of an angle right now. I will fix it. This is just test fitment purposes. If you're wondering about the fuel lines, I am just waiting to do the fuel lines, but I just want to put this on because this is going to hype me up a little bit, and seeing this in just looks so freaking good. This is the dump tube. Like I said, it's not the prettiest right now, but it's going to get the car running. So it's gonna have to be something like this, and then we have the downpipe coming off the exhaust turbo afterwards, but something along these lines. We'll probably have to adjust it a little bit. Ideally, it's probably better to do the downpipe off the turbo and then fit this on afterwards. All right, guys, I think I'm going to end it off there. I want to say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. We're going to do the vibrant lines in the next video. That'll be the first thing we do. I am super hyped to do the AN stuff. It is the first time I've ever making an AN line, so hopefully that goes well. We're gonna do the catch can. We got the turbo manifold on, the dump tube's gonna be on, and now we're gonna do the intake manifold side. Things are happening, progression is happening within the little time frames I have in between of work and my crazy life right now. I know uploads have been lackluster and in between, but I'll get back on it. To everyone who watched to the very end, please comment down below, #OG, because you guys are my OGs. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Do it once, do it right, like, comment, and subscribe. Check out streetlegacy.ca, grab your hardware, and tag me down below because I want to repost that. Peace out and later.